Once you find a project that looks relevant, PortfolioStack gives you a few ways to inspect it before you add it to a portfolio. In this video, I'll show you how to preview a project, open the full detail page, and review the plan, compliance rules, measures, skills, and tools tied to that project. When I click on a project card, a preview panel opens on the right side of the screen. This gives me a quick summary of the project, including the industry, task count, phase count, and the roles involved. Below that, I can see the project's phases and tasks. The phases are already expanded, so I can quickly scan the full task list without needing to open each section one at a time. This is a quick way to get a feel for the scope of the project before opening the full details. For example, I can scan the task list and ask, does this look like the kind of work I'm trying to plan? Are the phases relevant? Are there tasks here that would help me get started? If I want to go deeper, I'll click View Full Details. Now I'm on the project detail page. At the top, I can see the project name, the industry, the NAICS codes, and the primary owner role. On the right side of the header, I also have a few actions available. I can star the project to save it to favorites, share it, add it to a portfolio, or export the project data. A quick note on exports. Downloading an Excel file does not require an account. If I want to export directly to Google Sheets, I'll need to be signed in, but a free account is enough for that. Let's walk through the main tabs. The Plan tab shows the work breakdown structure for this project. This is where I can review the phases and tasks that make up the project, along with planning details like category, owner role, duration, estimated dates, estimated cost, dependencies, and related planning information. Instead of showing every detail in one large table, PortfolioStack lets me click into each task row to expand it. When I click a task, the row expands so I can see more detail about that specific task. This makes it easier to review the plan at a high level first, then drill into the tasks that need a closer look. There's also a Copy Table button above the plan. This copies the project plan data so I can paste it directly into a spreadsheet tool like Excel or Google Sheets. That feature is available without an account, so even if I'm just browsing, I can still take the table data and work with it outside PortfolioStack. On the project detail page, the plan is read-only, so this view is mainly for reviewing the structure of the project before deciding whether to use it. If I want to edit dates, costs, task details, or notes, I would add the project to a portfolio and manage it from the portfolio grid, which we'll cover in a later video. Next is the Rules tab. This shows the compliance obligations associated with the project. Each obligation includes details about the requirement and the related governing body or regulation. This is useful because it helps connect the project plan to the rules or obligations that may need to be addressed during execution. The Measures tab shows evidence items and KPIs tied to the project. In other words, this helps answer what outputs should this project produce, and how might success be measured. That can be helpful when you're trying to understand not just the work itself, but the outcomes and proof points connected to that work. The Skills tab shows the competencies that may be needed to execute the project. You'll see skill areas, learning pathways, and links to resources that can help your team understand or develop those skills. The Tools tab works in a similar way. It shows platforms, software, and other tools connected to the project, along with links to vendor resources or documentation. So between plan, rules, measures, skills, and tools, you can review the project from multiple angles before deciding whether to use it. At the bottom of the page, there's also a More Like This section. This shows related projects from the catalog. So if this project is close, but not exactly what you need, this is a good place to keep exploring similar options. If I want to save this project and come back to it later, I can click the star icon. That adds it to my favorites page. You'll need to be signed in to use favorites, but browsing and reviewing projects can be done without an account. That's how to inspect a project before adding it to a portfolio. In the next video, I'll show you how to create your first portfolio so you can start collecting projects and turning them into a working plan.